If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from SoFi. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. So Kittle comes in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. And some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make play.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Lions call their first timeout. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. So Kittle comes in motion. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the Lions first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Man. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Back to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. At their own 24-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They face second down and 7. So Kittle comes in motion. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
What can they do here on third down and 7? So Kittle comes in motion. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
I don't think the back was the primary target on this play, but just a great job by the quarterback understanding it's fourth down. I've got to get this ball out of my hand and give our offense a chance at converting, and it's exactly what he's able to do by getting it to his back and letting him pick up the rest.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Now a give up the middle. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's second and 2. On the carry, it's Williams. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Now it's Williams. Inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Slot man in motion right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Gibbs. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Pick up a 14 as he takes it to the 14.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They motion the slot man left. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
And the Lions, 1st down.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
The kick is good. Exciting finish to the half. We are tied as both teams head to their respective locker rooms.
With the score, all time.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Receiver in motion, headed left. Out of the gun, he'll throw. At the right side and brought in by Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Lions will punt this ball away. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. So it's 4th down. Punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down is right.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 3rd and 2. They hand it to Gibbs. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Three for three in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. A give, and here comes Williams. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on second and third. You have to at least come away with points.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Around the 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. Good running, gets him to about the 44.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Slot receiver, headed right. And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A run with Gibbs. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here's Gibbs, trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding space at the 15. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.